Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this channel. I want to appreciate you all for making us create this channel. Today, I want to give a deep analysis on who is the most likely or probable the running mate of William Samoei Ruto is our president in the 2027 general election. Remember that I'm speaking this from the point of view that we have seen differences between the deputy president speech and the president's speech. Remember that they have differed on the one man, one shilling issue, where the deputy president has been advocating for the same. I think the deputy president has been speaking that from the point of view that he comes from Mount Kenya, where the majority of people, and the one man, the one shilling issue will benefit the people of the mountain. And they have equally differed on the unity issue. There is an issue that the deputy president has preferred to unite the people of the mountain and first then unite the country, and the deputy and the president and his followers have been saying that that is tribal politics or uniting a tribe only. Otherwise, the deputy president should be uniting the entire nation, which the deputy president has argued back, saying that it is his right to unite the people from bottom up. You start from the family, he has been saying, you come to the village, the community, to the country, which has been opposed by the president and some of the politicians who are on the president's side. So I see a point where probably the president, William Samoei Ruto, might go, if he decides to pick a different running mate. Who might he be? Who might he pick? So welcome to this analysis, and if you're watching for the first time, remember to subscribe to our channel. We started with 100 subscribers, we welcome to 1,000, now we are at 1.5 subscribers, and we're growing, I think, and I give you a congratulations for the support you're giving to this channel. So there are two possible people. If the president changes regarding Gachagua, he will probably pick, if he goes to the mountain, there's a chance that he will pick either Ndindi Nyoro or Kithure Kindiki. Remember that Kithure Kindiki was the person who was most expected during the 2022 when William Samoei Ruto was picking up deputy president in the 2022 general election. There was a high possibility or a high wish that he picks Kithure Kindiki, which didn't happen. But instead, because of various reasons, he went for Rigathi Gachagua. So if he changes Rigathi Gachagua, he'll likely pick Kithure Kindiki because of that reason, and or maybe pick Ndindi Nyoro. Remember that Ndindi Nyoro comes from Rang, and there is an argument that they've never given any post for the good period now, and Ndindi Nyoro is a possible running mate for the president come 2027. But I've always said that William Samoei Ruto is a very, very clever politician who goes with numbers and makes very good calculations. I think the two, Kithure Kindiki and Ndindi Nyoro, Rigathi Gachagua, has made them appear like they are the opposers of the community goodwill. He has painted them as a community, maybe I say traders, because they have appeared on the opposite side of things that can benefit the community. So there is that point of that if William Samoei Ruto picks the two, Kithure Kindiki and Ndindi Nyoro, probably he might not get as good votes or good number of votes like he did with Rigathi Gachagua. So that probably leaves him with one option. He goes to the western part of Kenya, where most people have always expected him to go for. Remember that the western region can only be beneficial to William Samoei Ruto in the absence of Raila Amolo Odinga. I've said that before, that western region can only be beneficial to William Samoei Ruto if Raila Odinga is not on the ballot. Because imagine of a scenario where William Samoei Ruto picks Mudavadi as his running mate, because I think Mudavadi is the most suitable one. And in the process, Raila Odinga is running. Raila Odinga and Musalia Mudavadi will share votes of Western region. Hmm? As a running mate and Raila as a presidential candidate, Musalia Mudavadi and Raila Odinga will get a 50-50% share of the Western region, and that one will not be a good or a beneficial to William Samoei Ruto. So if William Samoei Ruto is going to pick uh, Moses Mudavadi as his running mate, there is a possibility that he'll ensure that Raila Odinga is not on the ballot, and that's why we have seen that William Samoei Ruto is doing all his efforts, making possible efforts to ensure that Raila Odinga wins the AU post. If Raila Odinga wins the AU post, then that's a surety that Raila will chances increase that he won't be on the ballot come 2027. And if William Samoei Ruto ditches the mountain for the running mate, he goes to Mudavadi wing, he will get majority of the Western votes, because the Western people will now say, okay, let's give him the votes because we have a running mate, Moses Musalia Mudavadi. So it's a good move, and we'll be observing it. Remember also that when William Samoei Ruto moves to the Western region, Rigathi Gachagua also has possibility or moves that he'll make, and those moves are going to be either he runs for presidency, it's a very possible move, unites the mountains, runs for the presidency, goes also to the Western region, picks a deputy from there. He can pick either Natembeya, and there are very youthful leaders from there. He can pick one to ensure that he divides the votes that William Samoei Ruto is going for. Or he can even go to the coast, pick a person to the coast, decides to come up with the Muslim votes, and if the mountain unites behind Rigathi Gachagua, and if he makes a good move to a deputy president, it's going to be a very tough race. Uh, and also, if Rigathi Gachagua decides that okay, I've been teached by the William Samoei Ruto, so what next? Let me remain as a deputy president, maybe a deputy president or running mate to Kalonzo. If he decides that he is going to be a running mate for Kalonzo, then it's going to be very, very difficult for William Samoei Ruto to get the numbers. Uh, and I think that's where I say that Raila Odinga's factor will come in. The place where Raila Odinga will support will really matter on who is going to gain that race when Rigathi Gachagua remains as a running mate, and a running mate maybe to Kalonzo, and then William Samoei Ruto moves to the western and picks Mudavadi. See those numbers. And I'm very sure that Rigathi Gachagua with Mudavadi, they'll get a majority of Kenyans' votes. So the Raila factor will play out. If Raila Odinga comes in and supports William Samoei Ruto for the 2027 race, then there's a chance that William Samoei Ruto might get numbers with the Raila's popularity. But there's also another possibility that Rigathi Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto might rein up things and decide to remain like they were. And I think if they maintain the unity and come together, I think it's also going to be easy for them to win. Remember that the mountain will always come together, consolidate, sit together, and decide because of the Rigathi Gachagua, and I think they are going to give votes for them once again, like they did the second time for Uhuru Kenyatta. So it's a point we'll be observing. We saw the other day that yesterday William Samoei Ruto did make a call to the former president Uhuru Kenyatta, considering the issue of complaints that he had brought up about the money that he has not been receiving for 2 years. And I think William Samoei Ruto did a very fast move, knowing that Uhuru Kenyatta is a key person when it comes to the 2027 generation. If Uhuru Kenyatta unites with Rigathi Gachagua, then the mountain will have gone. The mountain will have been a done thing, because those two people, those two persons together will consolidate as much votes from the region as possible. So we'll be following it up, and I will be updating you my reason. Remember to subscribe and get more updates. If you are the first person, if you're watching for the first time, remember to subscribe so that we'll be updating you what's happening in the country. Thank you. Have a nice day and a nice time.